Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Check back. 36. Spot that.
Wilson. Buying time to his left. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Hey, look. We go 37.
24.
Me and you all day.
Gun.
Now on second and 13. Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Now Brees. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
In his 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017. Just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The Saints spent a third-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll tuck it and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and
8. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, 0-0. Watch the pass.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Mark 37. Oh, here we go. Oh. Watch out. Bang out. Bam.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant you the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Saints take over first and 10. Let's go. At their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Breeze finding Kamara, and he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into a huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now Breeze on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Right there. Go. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
I can't believe they even let you play.
54. On first and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Go. Who's that? We're going 30 seconds to Mike. Mike, 30.
To throw again. Wilson steps away to his left. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half. We'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. They'll run on first down. Lockett. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second and 11 now. Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. 50, check 5-50. Watch the slants. Watch the
Here's Breeze. The open man is Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
5-8. 50. Hey, box truck.
Throwing now is Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here, 21. 50.
Breeze to throw again. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. 0-2.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Breeze now to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And we're going 37's the Mike. Well left. Fair. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. And we have you on the edge.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Gets it to Gordon. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now Wilson on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Go. Right there. 54 Mike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Breeze going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. From the gun, it's Breeze. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here we go. Here we go. At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. March 56. Alert. Long day. That's going to be good.
On 1st down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Go 14. Come, baby.
Here's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Go.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Being chased out left. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Breeze to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just... Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Oh, we got it. We got it. Good job, D. Good job, D.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. toss play. Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Over. It's just me and you. Ready,
They run it again with Kamara. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
There he goes again. Past the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now this will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Gotta see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down.